her in the
tempted by his calm
Jane could not believe it.
to say that Suzanne's beautiful, bitchy stepmother, Celeste, had an eye to the main chance was putting it mildly. And so Suzanne found herself staying in one of London's most exclusive hotels.
James was involved in another woman. But would the situation be helped in any way at all if Caroline turned her sentiment to her old friend Jake? And now made it clear that he wanted
to get rid of the possessive Yvette Sutcliffe. Jane would happily have settled for a real engagement, but she was still a married woman, and Philippe still didn't know that. My heart's dancer, Roberta Lee.
Why on earth couldn't she transfer her attention to Vidal's even richer, though not nearly so charming, brother César? Night music, Charlotte Lamb. I bought you, and what I buy stays bought, even if it proves to be worthless. Steve Crawford had called Lisa when they met again.
Intention of avenging himself on her in the most decisive way.
Their relationship had collapsed because Steve had completely and
yet even now happiness looked like eluding her, for Gregory seemed, to say the least, uncertain of his feelings,
and now he was being
while her now
deliberately
blossoming career and its
about her
demands
friendship
was coming more
with
and more
nice,
between her and the man she
undemanding
loved.
John Lister. And yet he was insisting that he wanted her back. And yet again Lisa was finding it almost impossible to resist her, even knowing that Steve didn't love her, only wanted
Someone had set it on the moon, and she couldn't
Why didn't
help
he just
it, but riding a tiger accurately described the situation that sprung up between her and Vincent. My day begins at 5 a.m. because
Each morning the bell rings at
I wake about 7:45 to cheery.
my secretary calls me around 8:30 and we discuss what
One hand reaches.
I used to be a very irregular riser, getting up any time between 9 and noon. Mainly, I think, as a reaction to...
I rely on a telephone call a lot.
the day, but I come alive at night. I get more and more excited.
8:30, my butler handyman, Bob, sees...
I always wake at that time. I
Did last night. We keep a diary of my expense account. It takes me 2 hours to get out of the house. I don't eat any...
Out to stop the alarm while
The years I spent in a monastery, where I had to get up at 5 every morning. But now I've schooled myself to wake.
In the morning, my time is so plotted and planned for me by my secretary that I...
At its clearest at daybreak, so I lie in.
To that, I do 20 minutes of meditation and I plait my own hair, although
Of
it's...
Capital Radio, whose frequent time checks are a great help at that time of the morning, as I don't possess a watch. My wife?
Think or drink anything, not even orange juice, because I've usually had at least 3 dinners that I...
Other switches on the radio to an...
Up at 8.
Must not be late. I get up from 6:15 onwards. If I run, I like to get it over with about 7 a.m. Come back and...
For people who want to go to bed early. In the morning, I'm not much good.
Always much better when someone...
Camilla, who's always up long before me, very kindly brings me breakfast in bed, tea and yogurt and the papers. I always start off with the...
Before. The reason it takes me so long to get out is the phone.
Sure that I shan't fall asleep again. 3/4 of an hour later, I wake to discover I've missed breakfast.
I
wake up at 8 a.m. when the gardener buzzes me so he can take Duke, the black Labrador, out. He's one of the Queen's Sandringham strain and always stays in my room at night. The Pekingese, Tweed, sleeps at the end of my four-poster. My old maid, Percival, who's been with me 33 years and is now in her 80s, comes in about 8:45 a.m. with breakfast, which Reeves, the butler, has carried upstairs for her. I get up, do my hair, and put on makeup, simply because I like looking nice, and I believe in self-discipline. I complete my face in a much more complicated way after my bath at 10:45 a.m. I don't mind admitting I wear false eyes. I eat the same thing for breakfast every day. An egg, my bran, I'm a great believer in bran, and a tablespoonful of honey and ginseng tea. I take all my vitamin pills, usually 70 or 80. I read 6 newspapers.
The bookcases in the attractive living room.
A special workroom.
Near the entrance hangs a drawing.
A square tower at the southwest corner of the house.
A sofa at one end of the room.
The bedroom is large, sunny.
An
The
inscribed
windows
wedding
facing
photograph.
east and south.
A room in the apartment of an old
White
friend
walls
named
and a
Ugo.
yellow-tinged tiled floor.
The windows and shutters.
2 alcoves.
The noises of the Via
A
and
pair
Gem
of
Polizia.
chest-high bookcases. A
2
massive
suitcases.
laptop
and
desk.
3 books.
An ordered clutter of papers
A
and
blue
momentum.
overstuffed chair.
An armoire with a leopard
It had
skin
no
draped
arms.
across.
Just downriver from
Old
Chelsea.
newspapers, bullfight journals,
Block of service apartments.
chunk of copper ore,
The layout and decor
the
of
warm skin of a lesser Kuju,
Central Court.
especially if sentimental values attached.
Small, comfortable, tidy, uneccentric.
Hilltop house,
A pair of patriotic
the
prints.
Tudor period of American history,
A cottage in Suffolk.
across miles of cluttered, sprawling city.
The electric fire was on.
Dry brown hills,
His real home.
proclaiming Hollywood land in aluminium
His
letters 20
rambling white
feet high.
house.
Austerity and hospitality
Cheerful, efficient, hospitable, controlled.
for children's gatherings,
Books of lawn medicine.
for the studious life.
The calendar. A
On the
spacious
walls
and high
hung
ceiling.
charcoal studies,
Edwardian taste.
the evergreen grove
A
behind the
massive
house,
carved wooden mantelpiece.
rather deep snow.
Armchairs decked in little shawls.
I only do one draft.
A useful trick is to
When I work on a
fully describing certain characteristics.
Every character is a mixture of
human being and can get
I think this is behind the mountain.
99% talent,
I feel I've heard this
99%.
You write until you come to a place.
He must never be satisfied with what he
and
does.
chase it back until it
It never is good if it can be
I
done.
never write except for
The only environment
I've never had
an
a
artist needs is whatever peace, whatever solitude, whatever pleasure he can get.
I was rewriting
High
Shakespeare.
I work regularly. I always work
All the wrong
regularly.
environment will
Never
do
go
is run his blood pressure.
I'm not one of those who work
He will spend more time being frustrated,
I usually work 4 or 5 hours a day.
My own experience has been that the tools I need in my
I feel
trade
myself going
are paper,
Sometimes when I bog down, I start reading.
I like a room with a view.
One of the saddest things is that
Just to
the
borrow
only
ideas
thing
or
a man
material,
can
but simply to get started again.
The Duke walked to the window and looked out on the shimmering waters of Geneva. He could not believe that what he was feeling was not some mystic influence of Russia itself. How could he, of all people, cynical, blasé, sophisticated, feel for a young girl what he had never felt for a woman in the whole of his life? He stood for a long time with a
looking out into the distance, where he could see the needle-like gold spire of the Petersburg fortress. Why was St. Petersburg different from any other place he had ever visited? Why was he a different person? He had no answer to his questions, and it irritated him. He'd always been so self-sufficient, so complete himself, and yet, quite suddenly, he was a different person. A different person from the man who left England.
Marjoram.
Oregano leaves.
Coriander
From
seed.
Italy and Mexico.
Diced muskmelon.
Young zucchini.
Sesame seed.
Aniseed. From Southern Europe.
Orient.
Cardamom seed.
Asia.
Grouse.
Small piece. Tamarind.
Marigate.
Grape leaves.
Fresh chives.
Shallot
Shallot.
shells. And ramekins.
I think the artist has to keep moving. You're trying to render life in a way that won't bore people, and you're trying to put down what you see. I'm sorry, but I'm no good at these post-mortems. There are coroners, literary and non-literary, provided to deal with such matters. I used to play cello. My mother kept me up to school a whole year to study music and counterpoint. She thought I had ability. I was absolutely without talent. Ultimately, politics do bore me, though I recognize they are responsible for a good deal of suffering. I distrust ideological statements of any kind. No, the right doesn't need economic freedom. All it needs is pencil and paper. The books I read are the ones I knew and loved when I was a young man, to which I return as to old friends. The Old Testament, Dickens, Conrad, Cervantes, Don Quixote. I read that every year, as something in the Bible. The artist doesn't have the time to listen to the critics. The ones who want to be writers read the reviews. The ones who want to write don't have the time to read the reviews. Because first, I think if a man has the urge to be an artist, it is because he needs to find himself. Every writer tries to find himself through his characters, through all his writing. Kaiserin called me an imbécile de génie. That's it. I only have the natural fatigue of sitting so many hours at the typewriter. But otherwise, no. I ask my subconscious for a plot, and I always get one. is set between heaven and earth. We disturb our original peace of mind to no purpose. The way has nothing lacking, nothing in excess. The doctrine of the void. These wrong views disappear of themselves. How shall you know the one? Both activity and quiescence are failures. Further from the truth. There is nowhere that you cannot go. We have surpassed the emptiness of things. All appear because of our ignorance. The mind is lost in a maze of complexity. Everything